Welcome back to the Utah State Dynasty, everybody. Number one in the nation. As here's a look at the Pac-12 standings. Notre Dame and Washington State are the only two undefeated teams that have played a conference game. If you guys missed the live stream, we took on Arkansas and then Cal after that. And Anthony Tobin and Tyquan Garrett had a really good couple of games. Tobin, unfortunately, 2 interceptions in the Cal game, but he still got the football to Tyquan Garrett, who scored 2 touchdowns in each of those games. Tobin on the season, 7 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. He's had 2 games in which he's thrown more than 2 interceptions, or multi-interceptions. Tyquan Garrett has been really good, over 400 yards on the season and 5 touchdown catches. The sophomore receiver is having a breakout season. Arizona State is the opponent in today's episode. They're 2-2 and 0-1 in conference play. Enrique Atwell is the quarterback for the Sun Devils, and he is a pretty accurate quarterback, not too much power, not so much of the athleticism. This is one of the weaker rosters in the Pac-12. They don't really have anybody that really stands out on this roster, whether it's an offensive player or a defensive player. Their secondary is extremely slow, and I think that exposing them through the passing game is going to be the way we go about business in today's game. I'm also searching for who can really separate themselves as running back number 1 on this roster. Deshaun Layman will get the start in today's game as we're underway from the 24-yard line, and Tobin's going down on the first play. It's a sack by Nick Sisk. That backs Utah State up. They go underneath now to Ferkser, and he's got the reception for 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down and 12. Layman will go out in motion here. Tobin with time to throw, and Layman's wide open. It's a first down for Utah State. Deshaun Layman over the last couple of seasons has shown that he is a pretty decent receiving back as he gets to carry here and loses the football. And Arizona State recovers. It's a turnover by Deshaun Layman. And you don't want to see that right there, especially when we're trying to discover who that number 1 running back is on this roster. That's not going to help you out at all, as Arizona State will take over at the 44-yard line, and they're going to give this to their running back. It's Oscar Santoso for a pickup of 4. As they have it now, 3rd and 6 at the 48-yard line. They go with the draw, and Santoso will pick up the first down as the Sun Devils will move into Utah State territory. Man in motion here, and it's going to be a TFL for Juan Lima. Santoso taken down in an instant. That'll back the Sun Devils up. 2nd and 13 now. Utah State brings pressure, but wide open. Arizona State inside the 10-yard line. It's Brian Badejo on the reception. Mike Perkins was matched up with him in the slot, but he got picked. And in man coverage, if you get picked, it's going to result in a big play. So 1st and goal for Arizona State to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Miles Harriet with the touchdown. And Miguel Catapano in coverage there just got burnt. As Utah State will take over, it's Daniel Jones in the game at running back now, and he'll take the outside give for a pickup of 5 yards to the 26-yard line. Has not really been used all that much this season, as he gets to give on 2nd and 5 and picks up a couple of yards. Our running game has really struggled, I feel like, to begin this season. 3rd and 3, and it's Tyquan Garrett for the first down. As we move the chains again to the 43-yard line goes the Aggies. Man in motion is Zach Truin here on 1st down. Tobin with time in the pocket throws to Ferkser, who has a pickup of 7. As Utah State moves to the 50, we'll later bring up 3rd down and 3. Here is Tobin. Daniel Jones was out in motion, and Ferkser hangs on for a first down. Into Sun Devils territory goes the Aggies. 2nd down and 8 at the 38-yard line. They go 5 wide. Tobin, pressure in his face, and the pass falls incomplete. Daniel Jones was coming open there on that play. It's a 3rd down now for Utah State. Tobin throws, and Ferkser has it a couple of yards shy of the first down. And Utah State's going to go for it here. From the 33-yard line, give to Jones, and he's got the first down. Daniel Jones with a juke move. As Utah State moves into the red zone, it's 25 yards rushing here for Daniel Jones. Play fake now. Tobin gets out of the pocket, throws inside the 5, and caught by Everett Eagles. Utah State is 2 yards away from tying this game up. Jones on the toss, and he scores. Utah State has tied it up here at home as the Aggies look to move to 5-0 with a win in this game. As Arizona State will take over the 27-yard line. Enrique Atwell looking for a scoring drive as he dumps this one off to his tight end, and he's going nowhere. That backs Arizona State up 3rd and 13 now. Santoso to the left of Atwell. Here is Atwell, throws this one to the outside, and it's caught close to the sticks is Brian Ian-Badejo, but he's going to come up short. And that is Daniel Jones doing the punt return duties now. We decided to redshirt Steve Ellis because the plan is to move him over to running back in the offseason. So we'll go ahead and redshirt him and save his eligibility. Here's a deep ball now to Garrett, and he can't come down with it. Tobin was hit as he threw it there. 3rd and 10 now for Utah State. Here's Tobin, pressure in his face, and he goes down. The pass falls incomplete as Nick Sisk continues to bring pressure. As Arizona State takes over now, and here's a first down completion, Ian-Badejo. His 3rd catch for 65 yards. As we begin the second quarter now, it's Santoso on the give, and he picks up 7 yards on his 3rd carry. One tied in the ball game here on 3rd and 3, and it's going to be a sack for Garrison. Dylan Garrison has had a breakout junior season so far as he leads the team in sacks. As Xavier Blunt checks into the game now, bubble screen to the outside, it's Zach Qualls running into his own man. He picks up 4 yards. Trying to make these screens a little bit more of an impact on the offense as Blunt will take this up the middle, and he's got enough for a first down. Xavier Blunt, 2 carries for 6 yards, and look at the block here by J.D. Skillen. He has been really good so far at center for us. Alex Tuttle's played pretty well at guard as well. Here is Blunt up the middle, and Xavier Blunt with a first down carry, a juke move. And that's a huge run for Xavier Blunt, nearly a 20-yard run. 2nd down now, here is Blunt to the outside, and Xavier Blunt with another really good carry as he's close to the sticks. As you see, Tuttle a little shaken up after that play. Here is a deep ball to Ferkser, and he drags his toes in bounds. What a catch by Darrell Ferkser. 2nd and 8 now, Blunt on the carry, and he's going nowhere. 3rd and 7 upcoming for Utah State. 2 tight ends into formation here. Tobin's going to roll out of the pocket, throw to the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Darrell Ferkser, the senior tight end, will give Utah State the lead. I like that play call right there, and an excellent route by Ferkser. Arizona State takes over midway through the second quarter, as that one is caught for a gain of 4 yards, taken down by Stuckey. 2 tight ends in the ball game now. Play fake for Atwell. Here comes pressure, and Enrique Atwell is sacked for the 2nd time in this game. Sateki Luvu and Greg Tecklenburg combining on the sack. 3rd and 15 now for the Sun Devils. 4-man rush. Here's Atwell, throws, wide open man, and it's a first down to Miles Harriet. And Sateki Luvu shaken up on the play. From the 26 now, Santoso with a spin move, and he picks up 8 yards. As they go 5 wide here on 2nd down, here is Enrique Atwell, pressure, and he throws it to the outside, and it's caught for a first down. John Fowler struggling to keep up in coverage as Arizona State will move to midfield, and Santoso taken down for a minimal gain. 3rd down for Arizona State. Here is Enrique Atwell across the middle, and he's got his man for a first down. Jordan Meeks on the reception as Arizona State moves into Aggies territory. From the 28 now, throw to the outside, and this one's caught for a first down and plenty more. Touchdown, Arizona State. Eric Sneed on the touchdown reception, and twice on that drive, John Fowler really struggled to keep up in coverage. As we have a tied game with a minute and 37 to go, here is a deep ball now, and it's overthrown, intended for the receiver, Tyquan Garrett. And we're going to go right back to Garrett with a step, and he can't come down with it. 3rd down upcoming for Utah State. Here is Tobin in the pocket, throws, and it's caught by Zach Qualls for a first down and more. Zach Qualls to the 45-yard line, a gain of 30. As that moves the chains, and Utah State's drive stays alive. Tobin now throws, and it's caught by Tyquan Garrett for a first down into Arizona State territory. 4-man rush. Tobin will get out of the pocket here, throws, and it's caught by Garrett again. Tyquan Garrett to the 29-yard line. Here is Tobin in the pocket. Throws underneath. It's caught by Devontae Haslam. And Haslam's close to the sticks. But that's going to be coming back. It's going to be a holding on left tackle John Winters. So 2nd and 20 now for Tobin. He's going to get out of the pocket. Here is a bad angle, and Tobin will have a first down carry. Anthony Tobin using his legs, and he picks up the first down and moves Utah State into the red zone. Here is Tobin now getting out of the pocket. He's going to use his legs again. What a run by Anthony Tobin. Inside the 10-yard line. As Daniel Jones checks into the game now. They give it to him, wide open hole, and Utah State scores. They take the lead before the half. And I got to say, the offense is moving very smoothly right now, as Tobin is looking to forget about that 2-interception performance against Cal. He's done an excellent job in this game, and we've developed somewhat of a running game in this one as well. Arizona State has stuck around, though, and they are in this game, and they begin with the football here in the second half. Santoso on the carry picks up maybe 2 yards. Arizona State going to show some hurry up here now that they have the ball in the second half, as Santoso gets to carry, and Santoso will be a couple of inches shy of the first down marker. Man in motion is Ian Badejo. They go to Santoso on the ground, and he picks up the first down. Oscar Santoso, 51 yards rushing in today's game. From the 28-yard line now, Ian Badejo with a first down reception. Arizona State can tie the game up with a touchdown here to begin the second half. Here's Santoso on the ground now and maybe picks up a yard. Juan Lima holding that wrist. He's a little shaken up on the play. 3rd down. Here is the throw to the outside. He's wide open, and it's a first down. Arizona State moves the chains. They're across midfield, and wide open again is Meeks. And that's going to be a first down, and into the red zone goes Arizona State. Here's the give to Santoso now. He's going to pick up maybe 4 yards, as now B.J. Garrison will have to leave the game. From the 14, Santoso on the ground, breaks a tackle. And they're not going to give him a first down, but he's only a couple of inches shy. From the 9-yard line, 2 tight ends in the game. Play fake, Atwell throws this one out of the back of the end zone. And Arizona State will elect to kick a field goal. It's 21-17. In that scenario, I think if I'm Arizona State, I'm going to go for it there. So 1st and 10, and Tobin is going down. Arizona State continues to bring pressure, and they get the sack on the redshirt freshman quarterback. Tobin now underneath to Ferkser, and he's going to run for a first down. Nice catch and run by the tight end, Ferkser. Here is Tobin now in the keeper, and he's taken down for a loss. Back at the 37-yard line. Would later bring up 3rd down and 9. Tobin is going to get out of the pocket. Tobin throws across body, and it's nearly intercepted. That one right there would have definitely hurt had Arizona State picked it off. Instead, they have the ball at the 21-yard line, as opposed to probably would have been a pick 6. As this one is caught for a first down, Arizona State moves the chains. To the 38-yard line now, here is Santoso on the ground, and he breaks a tackle, and Oscar Santoso will take this one to midfield. 76 yards rushing now for Santoso. Underneath, it's caught by Meeks, and he's going to pick up 9 yards. So Arizona State has done an excellent job at driving in today's game, as they go on the ground to Santoso, and Christian Stuckey with the TFL as 6th tackle of the game. On 3rd and 2 now, quick throw, and it's caught by Meeks for a first down. Keeping the drive alive, Arizona State now at the 34-yard line gives it to Santoso, and he's going to pick up good yardage again. 3rd and manageable. In the nickel defense now, they're going to give this one to the backup running back. Up the middle, he's got the first down. It doesn't matter who's getting the carries. Arizona State has done an excellent job in this game at running the football. First down, Santoso now up the middle and picks up 5 more, continuing to grind out possessions. 3rd quarter winding down. Santoso on the carry, and he's going to pick up maybe 3 yards. John Fowler and Christian Stuckey on the tackle. 3rd and 2. Santoso to the outside, and Andres Sosa with the tackle for loss. And that's going to force another field goal attempt by Arizona State. And the kick is up, and the kick sneaks through the uprights. And once again, I would have elected to be a little bit more risky in that scenario. Utah State football as Xavier Blunt takes this one to the outside for 3 yards. 8 carries, 45 yards for the junior running back. Blunt now to the outside. He's got plenty of space, and Xavier Blunt with a first down carry. Jamie B shaking up on the play. Blunt with the carry. Nice little move by Blunt, and he's got another first down carry moving into Sun Devils territory. Man in motion, Zach Qualls. They give it right back to Xavier Blunt. He continues to get the bulk of the load right now, and it's another first down carry for Xavier Blunt. 2nd and 10 at the 36. It's Blunt again up the middle. He's got plenty of space. Can he outrun the defense? Xavier Blunt down to the 5. And he is over 100 yards rushing in this game. Here's Qualls now to the outside, and Qualls down to the 1-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Tobin, quarterback keeper, and he scores. Utah State extends their lead, and with the PAT will go up by 8. As Arizona State would now need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So maybe kicking the field goal does pay off, because had they not gotten the 4th down conversion, they would be down by 11. Still in one-score game as Santoso takes this one for a first down carry. And again, we can't bring him down at first contact. 38-yard line now. Santoso taken down this time. And that is Flavors, the true freshman defensive tackle. 2nd and 12 now. Back up into the game now after the injury to Santoso. And he's going to pick up 11 yards. 2 tight ends in the ball game. From the 47, play fake. Throw incomplete and hit down hard is Miles Harriet. And Arizona State's going to go for it. 4th and 1 at their own 47. They give it to the running back, and he is taken down at the line of scrimmage, and it's not going to be a first down. Utah State takes possession as they go Xavier Blunt again on the ground, and he picks up 6 more. Utah State looking to close this game out. 3rd and 1. Daniel Jones will not have it. And they're going to say it's a holding on Utah State. Arizona State will elect to accept the penalty as opposed to declining it. Tobin goes down. 4th and 21 upcoming, and Arizona State gets the stop. Enrique Atwell out there. Santoso is healthy again, and he's got to carry us 7 yards. As at this point, he's got to be close to 100 yards rushing. 3rd and 3. Atwell throws to the outside. Broken up by Kahn. And Arizona State's going to have to punt it away. Standing at his own 20-yard line is Daniel Jones, and he's going to fair catch it there. That's where Utah State will take possession. Here is Daniel Jones now, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard. That's going to bring up another 3rd down as Arizona State looks to get off the field again. 3rd down and 6. Here is Tobin in the pocket, throws underneath. Caught by Zach Qualls, and he's got enough for a first down. Utah State moves the chains. Man in motion. Tobin setting up the screen now. Daniel Jones with plenty of space. Nobody in sight. Daniel Jones run down at the 23-yard line, but a huge gain for Utah State. And they're now in field goal range. Here is a draw now to Daniel Jones, and he's going to be close to the sticks. 3rd and 2 upcoming. 2-minute timeout. Now they give it to Garrett, and he's going to have a first down on the jet sweep. Tyquan Garrett down to the 4-yard line, and Arizona State will begin calling timeouts. Here's Jones in motion. He gets the touch pass and scores. Utah State has extended their lead. They're going to go up by 15, and Arizona State at this point would need a miracle. It is 35-20 with 1:52 remaining. Setting up the screen now to Santoso. He's got space to the outside and a first down as he is shaken up again. He's pretty much given it his all in this game. Wide open now, a first down as Eric Sneed will move Arizona State to the 38-yard line. 1:42 to go now. Atwell to the outside and is caught for another first down. It is Jordan Meeks on the reception. 1.5 minutes remaining. Atwell to the outside, caught by Meeks for a first down. Atwell goes over 300 yards passing on the game. Here is pressure, and Juan Lima and Dylan Garrison will combine for the sack. 3rd and goal, 1 minute to go. Atwell to the end zone, too tall and incomplete. 4th and goal from the 13, upcoming. Atwell in the pocket, throws to the end zone, intercepted by Andres Sosa. And he'll be taken down at the 1-yard line. But Utah State will survive a little bit of a threat from Arizona State. The defense played a lot better in the second half, but they allowed Arizona State to really run the ball effectively against them and then really pass the ball effectively. Utah State 3rd and 2 now. Tobin will throw a deep ball, and Tyquan Garrett is wide open. He's going to take this one 91 yards to the house. And Utah State adding a little bit of insult to injury. At this point in the game, did they really need to do that? I don't know. It's 3rd down. You have to pick a 1st down up before you're officially going to win the game. And when the defensive back is pressing your best receiver and he didn't move for the first 5 yards of Tyquan Garrett getting downfield, I can't say I blame Utah State for taking advantage of it. 42-20 is your final. Utah State played pretty well in this game. Tobin, 348 yards passing, has a total of 4 touchdowns in this game. 3 of them were touchdown passes. 1 was a rushing score. I don't know. The defense played well in this game. Gave up a lot of yards. Gave up a pretty good running day by Oscar Santoso. But overall, I think they played a really good bend but don't break game. They held Arizona State to 46% on 3rd downs. 33% on 4th downs. Overall, the turnover early in the game by Deshaun Layman was our only turnover. I don't know, and that turnover right there by Layman really kind of tells me where we need to go as far as who our starting running back's going to be. I still don't think we have a true number 1, but one question that I had entering this game was, who is the number 1 running back on this team? Is it Deshaun Layman? And he's kind of struggled to begin this season. Daniel Jones hasn't really been utilized all that much. But Xavier Blunt, with 120 yards on 14 carries, kind of told me what I need to know about who the best running back on this roster is. Darrell Ferkser, Tyquan Garrett, and Daniel Jones all with receiving touchdowns in this game. And then 14 pancake blocks by Steve Giraldo. 10 for Skillen. Defensively, we had multiple players with TFLs, and then Garrison and Lima, each with a full sack. And then Andres Sosa, of course, with the INT. At the end of this game, we have found out we're bringing in 5-star Jaquise Tiffin from Illinois. So another 5-star receiver coming to Utah State. That's a huge commitment. We also find out we're bringing in 4-star defensive end Anthony Biggs. And he's a big-time defensive end. He's going to be a good pass rusher. How about 5-star tight end Rob Hoffman from Draper, Utah? I hope he can turn out to be a good tight end for us. And then Richard Boyce from Louisiana is a 4-star slot corner. I think that's a pretty good player to have. Jaquise Tiffin, 96 speed, 95 acceleration, the 87 catching I really love. Rob Hoffman, 84 catching is really good. The acceleration at 84, 88 agility tells me that he's probably going to be pretty fast. Richard Boyce, 93 speed corner, and then Anthony Biggs with a pretty good skill set here. The strength a little bit low, but he's more known as a speed rusher. Tyquan Garrett and Anthony Tobin both in the Heisman race at the moment. If Tobin can cut down on those interceptions, I think that he's going to have a really good chance at winning it. As far as running the ball goes, Xavier Blunt probably is the number 1 running back. Daniel Jones leads us in yards per carry, but I think that he's not a true number 1 running back. I think he's a change of pace back more than anything. Garrett, Qualls, Ferkser, and Truen all with more than 10 receptions in the receiving category. And then defensively, BJ Garrison leads us in tackles. Juan Lima and Dylan Garrison each with 11 TFLs. And they both have 6 sacks together. Nobody else has really separated themselves or has shown that they're a good pass rusher other than those 2. The next game will be against 3-3 rival BYU. We're still the number 1 team in college football. We're 5-0 on the season as we search for a 6-0 start here in season number 7. That's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.